Imagine this. You're at the beach, diving under a wave, and instead of holding your breath, you just keep breathing. No snorkel, no scuba tank, no oxygen problems. You've basically turned into Aquaman, minus the six-pack abs. So, what if humans could instantly breathe underwater forever? Right now, our lungs aren't built for water. If you try to inhale underwater, your lungs fill with liquid and, well, it doesn't end well. But in this alternate universe, every human suddenly evolves the ability to extract oxygen directly from water, just like fish do with gills. No awkward transition. 1 second we're air breathers, the next second we're water compatible forever. So what changes? Pretty much everything about our planet and how we live on it. First off, swimming lessons? Optional. If you can breathe, drowning isn't a thing anymore. Lifeguards everywhere would lose their jobs overnight. Pool signs that say no running, no diving, no drowning would just be don't pee in the pool. But survival goes way beyond backyard pools. Shipwrecks? Survivable. Floods? Still dangerous, but no suffocating under the water. Even plane crashes in the ocean would be less fatal. Humanity just became way harder to kill. Now, the real fun starts. 70% of Earth's surface is ocean. Right now, most of it is off-limits to us. But with water-breathing lungs, the sea floor suddenly becomes prime real estate. Forget skyscrapers, say hello to deep-sea condos. Imagine cities in giant glass domes, or maybe no domes at all, since breathing is fine. We'd still need protection from pressure, darkness, and giant squid attacks. But the basic barrier, oxygen, is gone. Underwater colonization just got an all clear. Scuba diving schools would be out of business, but new careers would pop up. Underwater farming, deep-sea tourism, coral gardening. Fishermen wouldn't need boats. They'd just stroll into the ocean with a net like it's Costco. Vacations would change too. Why rent a beach cabana when you can book an underwater suite right in the Great Barrier Reef? Honeymoon packages. Spend a romantic week living in a kelp forest with your new spouse. Okay, but breathing is just one part. Even if we get oxygen, the ocean isn't exactly human-friendly. There's salt water in our eyes, bone-crushing pressure, hypothermia, and the whole giant predator fish problem. Breathing solves drowning, but not getting eaten by a shark the size of a minivan. So yes, you could survive down there, but you'd still need technology to handle the cold, the dark, and the nature is trying to kill you factor. Basically, wetsuits become the new hoodies. Here's the wild part. Entire human history was shaped by land. Wars, borders, agriculture, cities, everything relied on us being stuck above sea level. If we could live underwater, suddenly there's a new world to conquer. New nations could form on the ocean floor. Underwater passports, please. And think about crime. Pirates? They'd just swim away. Smugglers could hide entire operations at the bottom of the ocean. Law enforcement would need submarines just to keep up. Meanwhile, land would feel crowded. Why pay insane rent for a studio apartment when you can just build a coral Airbnb for free under the Pacific? But here's the kicker. Humans breathing underwater would completely change the balance of nature. Fish, whales, sharks, suddenly we're moving into their neighborhood. Billions of humans invading the oceans would stress ecosystems like never before. Coral reefs already struggle with us. Now imagine half of New York City moving in next to them. Ironically, the ability to survive underwater might make the ocean less of a mysterious, beautiful wilderness and more like a very damp suburb. And if there's one thing humans are really good at, it's ruining nice things. So, yes, you'd never worry about drowning again. You could explore sunken ships, camp under the sea, and open a restaurant 200 meters below the waves. But the real result wouldn't be humans becoming magical sea people. It would be humans doing what we always do, expanding, building, competing, and probably stressing out the ecosystem until the dolphins file an eviction notice. So, would you want this superpower? Would you move underwater or stick to dry land? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into what if, hit like, subscribe, and share it with that one friend who refuses to get in the pool. Who knows? They might finally change their mind.